Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 3 of the Golden Law here in Victoria 3, where last time we went ahead and got our economy a bit more organized, set up some trade routes, and would you believe at the start of this episode we're going to cancel some of those trade routes. So taking a look at our market here, I see that clippers are incredibly cheap. We have an excess of them of 19. Sadly we're importing 34. This will actually be creating a deficit. I've also noticed that grain prices are very low, and we have an excess of 1,002. Unfortunately, this is another situation where canceling this trade route is going to make us have a deficit of grain, but I imagine our grain farms are very much struggling with that price difference, and yeah, now we're at a minus 890. Would love if we could set up an import route that was a bit more reasonable, like this right here. It's 900. I don't need to import 1,700, but 900 we can do. That makes things a bit more reasonable. So I also see we have some other worrying shortages. Let's see, what are we currently using for construction? We're currently on wooden frame buildings. We would love to be on iron frame buildings, and I think there's an interesting path forward here. Currently researching dialectics. Okay. There's a tech we unlocked that allows us to use more tools in our... We're already using pig iron tools. Okay. Because our tool consumption is pretty... Yeah. We can't really afford to use many more tools. We need to produce more tools, which would require producing more iron. We could also use more liquor. A lot of consumption of liquor in our market, but that's a luxury good. I'm not going to worry about getting luxury goods at a good production point. I think I would worry more so about getting military goods at a good production point. For example, right now we don't produce any of our own weapons, so that could be an idea. Arms industries would use iron, which we don't really have. That would produce everything we would need. Can we get lead mines here? We can. So we could produce our own munitions, which is good. We could also use some furniture production. That would require more wood production, which would require more tools production. Honestly, I'm kind of down to expand our tooling workshop. So we've got a level 2 here in Minas Gerais. Something like that. Do I want to just expand this? I think I'm down. It would make iron way more expensive. We kind of have to expand our iron mines first, which currently are using tools. So you see, that's kind of the problem. I think I'm going to hold off on any expansion of our industry. Try to get our economy a bit healthier. Why are we losing so much money right now? A lot of it's good for government buildings. So clippers. Because once again, wait, okay, clippers. Okay, clippers are pretty expensive because I can't get a reasonable amount of imports. This is the number one complaint I have about this game. We need a slider for trade routes. I just want to import 15 clippers. I can't do that. I am literally not allowed to import 15 clippers or whatever. I have to import more than I need, which I hate, because now it's going to make my clipper industry start to struggle a little bit. Okay, we're still losing a lot of money, and I'm not really sure why. Paper. Is paper expensive on our market? Kind of. Let's see if we can import some paper. Nope, not really. Well, we're losing a lot of money. If I pump up taxes, could we do a consumption tax on something to make this money? We could do a consumption tax on services. Let's get rid of the agricultural industry edicts we have currently. Decrees, sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna put a consumption tax on services. Could I afford to do a bit of suppression with that extra stuff? No. They are... the landowners are very angry. But yeah, that consumption tax will do us good work. I want to wait till we have slavery banned, so I can get a better idea of okay, well, we're not doing much right now anyway. We've got gold reserves. I don't want the Liberal Party to struggle. I need the Liberal Party to do pretty well, considering I'm leaning into them so much. Yeah, I want to wait till we've got slavery banned. Hey, look, the Liberal Party's actually the dominant one. No point in reforming government, like at all. Oof. Okay, that's a lot of radicals. There's been a lot of decreases in standard of living. Why? Is there some kind of market anomaly I'm not aware of? I don't see a market anomaly that would be greatly decreasing standard of living. Okay, New Granada's taking wood out of my market, so now I'm at a wood deficit. Stop. We're exporting 509 wood. Well, if I stop exporting this, my wood industry is going to collapse. See, once again, this is the problem. Okay, never mind. This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. I want to export... Firstly, I would like to have control over the fact that people can just come into my market and take my goods, and I have zero say in the matter. It's crazy to me. I have to build every single building in my country. But at the same time, I can't say, like, hey, you can't just take all the wood from my market. Like, you can't do that. Okay, we banned slavery. Okay, so that's going to make the landowners very unhappy, but it will give me a better idea of where we stand in terms of employment in our country. So, hey, that's the Golden Law. That was actually historically what the law banning slavery in Brazil was called. Okay, so we've got tons of grain production. Way more than we need. We need to use this grain production, which livestock ranches don't consume grain because we don't have that unlocked. Nothing consumes grain, does it? Except for people. Okay. I think groceries technically would. Food industries. This is the best I got right now to consume some of this grain. And we need to consume wood. We need to produce... I don't know. Fabric would be great. I'd love to be able... Okay, we need to switch this over right now. We need intensive agriculture ASAP so we can put this grain to use. In the meantime, I don't know. We need to export a lot of this so our grain industries don't die. We can't. Okay. Well, then I've got nothing. Oh, wait, I'm importing. This is so annoying. I'm importing 650, right? Which is making it so I have way too much. But then if I cancel that, then I have way too little. And it's like... It's very annoying. I have to say. This is one of the most annoying things about the game to me so far. I guess I'm going to try to expand our grain industry so we just have an equilibrium without having to rely on trade routes. What? I'm not using the authority for anything right now. I can lose a bit of it. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to expand our grain industry. That we don't need trade routes. Okay, can this... I also hate that trade routes take so long to actually reach what you had set them to. Or is this one just 50? Because I don't know, because I didn't set it up to import 50, but it seems to just be stopping at 50. So I'm just gonna try to build enough grain industry to meet that. So we get 30 per level here. We'll be able to get a lot more once we get intensive agriculture. Because we'll be able to switch this over. Yeah. So do I really want to build more right now when we've got intensive agriculture coming in? I don't know. Let's see if I can get schooling in here. Public schools? That's pretty big jump just to go straight to public schools. But I mean, the Catholic Church is actually currently in the Liberal Party. Okay, no, it's good. We'll go religious schools then. Are we really not getting more grain in? Okay, so I don't really know what to build right now. Coffee. There's an easy win. Coffee's an easy win because the only input is labor. So we can just throw this down in places where there's a lot of labor. So how much does this produce per level? 20. And we've currently got a deficit on our market of 75. So if we were to do 4 of these, that would be good. So we already got 1 going. So I need 3 more. That's annoying. Because it's going to be an even number and it's going to bother me. But I guess we'll just have to deal with it. There's a lot of people here. Let's just up this a little bit. So it'll be 3 levels, and then, I don't know, I'll pump the one in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so now wood's in massive deficit because we're using 400 of it. But I can only import 20. So... nothing I can do about that. Is this like a thing with my laws, that my import routes are so bad because of mercantilism? I mean, it doesn't say mercantilism actually changes anything. We also need to get off agrarianism at some point. And yep, a lot of radicals. See, this is the problem. It's like we've got these ridiculous deficits right now and these ridiculous demands. And it's like, I can't meet these. Gotta say, I've played a lot of this game not on this YouTube series. Because the landowners already hate me, I don't care. And I 1,000,000,000% enjoy playing smaller countries over bigger countries. Not a doubt in my mind that I would much rather play a country with 2 states than a country with 50. It's just, I hate it. It's so, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, you can get ridiculous amounts of production in 2 states. I mean, right now, I basically have 2 states. I can't improve more than 2 states at once, so I basically have 2 states. Like, might as well, you know? That should have coffee being a bit more balanced. Oh, great. Yeah, this is because we're exporting a bunch, right? Sure, take more of my authority. Why not? I don't care. Yeah, so this grain shortage is ridiculous, but there's not really anything I can do about it. I mean, I could build more, but it's like, why do that when I'm just about to get this tech that will Because then I would throw it out of equilibrium in the other direction. Because I'm going to enable that tech when I get it. See, it's just like, how do we grow? This is the question. How do you go... No, we have religious schools. How do you go from this agrarian economy to... a... Well, probably a good idea is to get rid of agrarianism. That's gonna make some people very unhappy. But do I care? Is the question. Let's do this first. Let's get charity hospitals first. So we're going to define the role of the Catholic Church in our society as being the people who do charity stuff. Okay, now I'm losing all my money. Oh, is it because I lost the... What is it? Why am I losing all my money? Okay, now it's fixed. Yeah, I think I just have to wait for this tech to come in, because that's going to be a big change to our grain production. I can't really build more grain production while I'm just waiting. It would be foolish of me to do so, is basically what I'm saying. Because then my grain production is going to go ham out of nowhere. We have way too much grain. Not enough grain, actually. It's so weird that we don't have enough grain when we're producing this much grain. It's so weird to me. Why is the paper mill struggling? Why? Like, I don't get it. Their input good is cheaper than their output good. They should be doing fine. But they're just not. And I don't know why. Huh. No clue. Everyone's radicalizing because standard of living decreasing. So it's fun. This is what I said about hating having this many states. Because it's very tough to manage. You got all these states where it's like you gotta worry about standard of living. And I don't enjoy it all that much. It's a lot of micromanagement going on. I can't invest in education because I don't have enough bureaucracy. Could probably... Well, no. I was gonna say, like, get more paper production to build more government administrations, but that would require wood. I guess we could get more of that. I guess. Yeah, I'm just waiting on this tech to come in. That'll fix a lot of problems we have right now. And, you know, at some point we'll probably go and try to do some expanding, like, into Uruguay here. Although, Russia has declared an interest in this region, so Russia could come in and be like, nope, no, no, no. No, 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 we don't like that. I mean, you wouldn't expect these guys to come in and try to stop me from taking Uruguay. But at the same time, no, I could 100% see that happening because AI just decides they don't like me. Small arms. Why would small arms be expensive? Why are we consuming more small arms all of a sudden? Huh? Well, I can only import 10 at a time. I just want to import 15 instead of 10. Can I just import how many I need? Do I really have to go in and import? I don't get it. How are these numbers even chosen? I don't understand how the number of things you can import is chosen because it kills me. Like, I need to import 10 of a thing. Well, you can import 20 or you can import 5. So either way, your price is out of equilibrium. Trade is just not a meaningful way to address market issues because it's completely arbitrary the amount of trade I can conduct. Okay, let's change you over to this and you over to this. And cancel this. Cool. Okay, now we have a lot of fabric. Okay, I'm gonna cancel this wood trade route. That'll give me a lot of wood, which we use when we're building stuff. Okay, we need to use this wooden fabric. Oh, we're not producing enough fertilizer. Okay, let me import some fertilizer. Well, first we need to use this wooden fabric to build stuff. Can we get sulfur mines? No. So I was gonna build a chemical plant, but we can't get sulfur mines. Okay. Well, we've got all that. We don't actually have a grain excess. I was gonna say if we did, I could just use that to make more fertilizer. So eventually, fertilizer becomes completely unproductive to produce from your livestock industry because you can't keep pace. Oh, God, I'm so annoyed by this. Okay. So if we want to industrialize, we need tools, we need iron, we need coal. To produce iron and coal, we need tools. To produce tools, we need iron. So what you have to do is you have to expand your iron mine first. Jesus, we have so many things that are just so out of whack. Okay, we're importing clippers, right? Yeah. Okay, how about we stop having to rely on foreign imports for our clippers, and we build... shipyards. There's a ton of peasants there, Jesus. So how much does the shipyard use? 20 fabric, we have so much of that, it's fine. We're also importing man of war, so this gives me 15 and 20 per level. So we're currently importing 5 man of wars. We need 20. Great, so I'm going to be producing far more than I need. Love that for me. And then clippers. We currently have an excess of 20, and the only trade route I could get was importing 35. Okay, so we're just going to build that. And then, so we're going to be producing 20 or 15 man of wars. So if I give it to that trader, we have a deficit of 5, so we'd have an extra 10. And this uses 2 man of wars per level, which means I could do 5 levels of this. It's good. Let's get a level 5 naval base in my capital. Why not? Okay, I'm losing a lot of money. But that's fine. Again, how does this make the market for wood and fabric? A lot better. Okay, we don't have enough clothes for our people. Cool. We don't have enough furniture for our people. Our people want more tobacco. Overall, though, I'd say things are decent. I have 632,000 radicals in my country. No big deal. No, we're fine. Maybe not more radicals. Maybe we say we don't have more radicals. Let's not get more of those. Okay, so that shipyard, we're probably going to have to subsidize that off RIP. Just to keep it alive while it's not going to have demand for its goods. Although as soon as it's done, I will cancel all routes importing ships into my market. I literally can't subsidize it, right? Forgot about that. Well, I guess they're just going to struggle. Stop importing ships. There's high demand for your goods. Get employment, get employment, get employment, get employment. Go, 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 go. This is one of the really annoying things about this, in my opinion, where it's like, the industry starts, right? And they need demand for their goods to actually fill up employment, because they're not going to fill up employment if they can't make money. But they often won't have proper demand for their goods until they've filled up employment and started producing as much as they can, which means it's just a circular loop. It's like a feedback loop. And subsidizing them is the way to fix this. I will tell you, if you build a factory, subsidize it until it gets full employment. Then you can stop subsidizing it, step back, get a view of what your market looks like now with that factory in place and fully producing, and then, you know, change stuff around appropriately. But I can't do that, so you see they're stuck. The employment's going up way slower. They're not turning a profit. So they're far less willing to increase employment. But there should be way more demand now for Man of Wars, since I just produced more, got more shipyards in. Okay, and now, once again, wood, fabric, those industries are going to collapse. So we basically have to keep building to keep demand up. We can't subsidize iron mines, right? No. So building some of those would be a risky proposition. Well, we can up our paper industry, I think. Currently using 30 wood per level there. Our construction uses how much? 75 times 6. I can't do that in my head. Okay, 450. There we go. We use 450 wood every time we're building something, which means wood goes into a deficit when we're building. But that's fine. How much fabric do we use every time we're building something? 150. Fabric is about equilibrium when we're building, so that's good. What I was going to say is build more paper industry, because currently paper is minus 42 in our market. And one level of this would basically fix that. I think this is worth it, so we're going to upgrade this. Why not just upgrade it where we have it in Rio de Janeiro? Rio de Janeiro has the most peasants. They need the most building done of any state. Okay, now the Conservative Party is in control. Somehow. I guess they can join government. That was probably a mistake, but, you know, whatever. Liberal Party got bigger. That was definitely a mistake. That was definitely not a good play, but hey, it is what it is. But now we should have more flotillas, right? 11? Wait, how is the thing here in Rio de Janeiro doing? Okay, you can't get employment. Why not? Wait, you're consuming 0 Man of Wars right now. Why aren't you getting employment? Argentina wants an alliance? No thanks. There we go, we got dialectics. Now we're gonna get some production methods coming in. I think it's a good place to end this episode. Oh, we got an event. So I'll just take the added support. Yeah, so trying to get our economy somewhat balanced. I mean, I think we're in a decent position, although my great power rank has fallen like 4 ranks in this episode. I always struggle with that. But yeah, it's just about moving forward and being able to industrialize. I will say, this is one of the hardest games to record videos on because, you know, I have a few days at least between recording sessions sometimes. And it is so hard to not be playing a game of Victoria 3, go away for a bit, and come back to it. Because there's so many minute situational things that are present in every country. Like, we need a lot more clothes, for example. But I'll probably forget that by the next time. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.